What is compliance and what does it take to become a compliance officer in South Africa? Hi, my name is Malebo, aka the Legal Guru, your law mentor. So I worked in a legal and compliance space for a very short period, and a half, if not 2 years. So what is compliance? Compliance is about ensuring that organizations comply with the legislations, the new legislations that are coming in, as well as its own policies and rules. What do the compliance officers do? So they have to continuously update themselves with regards to the upcoming laws and legislations. They also regularly review the policies, the company policies, as well as the company's rules, to ensure that they are still meeting the correct requirements of the legislation. So for example, say about compliance in the form of labor law. So they will look at what does the company say, or the company rules or policies say about employing, let's say, females in the company. So let's say it says they have to meet the BEE target. They have to then check whether indeed is this what the legislature is still saying, and if there are any risks, they have to flag it, the company, to fix those before it can become a challenge for the company. So it's really about monitoring the legislations, the rules of the company, and ensuring that the company complies with that, and that if there is any challenges or risks that are imposed to the company, whether external or internal, they are able to see it forefront and fix it beforehand. Who do they report to? They draft a report and they have to send it regularly to the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, the FSCA, which is the authority that administers or rather oversees the financial sectors in South Africa, ensuring that they comply with the financial sector regulations and legislations. How do you then become a compliance officer in South Africa? You have to have a recognized degree. You can look, go to the FSCA website. You will find the approved or the recognized degrees. We then write what we call the regulatory examinations. Also have at least 3 years working experience to qualify as a compliance officer. The most important exam for the compliance officers, which I see is a requirement, it's the key individual exam, which is RE1. You must possess RE1. I'm not sure about RE5. So 5 is for representatives, that's your financial advisors and so forth. So if you're gonna be also providing financial advice, then you would have to then write the RE5. But RE1 and 4, those are the most important examinations that are required to become a compliance officer in South Africa. The thing about those examinations, they are tricky. It's not that it's difficult, they're tricky. There's 4 or 5 answers that looks like the same, like sounds the same, it's the same thing. Once you pass that, and you will then have to regularly do the continuous development programs. Those are like the trainings, the mini trainings, workshops, to ensure that you're keeping up to date with whatever that is happening in terms of the legislation. The qualifications, I did mention the degree, right? The course itself, it's not mandatory. However, it is beneficial to just give you a glimpse or an idea as to what is compliance about, or how is it. The course itself does at a certain degree open opportunities, but not really, because what they require is experience, and that is in terms of the regulations. It specifically says that to be a compliance officer, you must have 3 years experience, you must have the RE. You can either become a compliance officer, you can also become a compliance administrator, or a compliance monitor. Yes, you can monitor compliance. Those are 3 different things. There's the administration side, there is the official side, which is now you are now overseeing the compliance in the organization, and then there is now the monitoring part, where you are responsible to now monitor every activity every legislature, the risks that can impose a danger to the organization. So that's pretty much about compliance. Where can you work as a compliance officer? Everywhere, depending on the size of the organization. So that's basically compliance officers. If I've missed anything and you're a compliance officer, please comment below. Let's not gatekeep. If you do have posts, compliance, internships and all that, please, you can direct message me. My DMs are open so that I can share it with the rest of the law graduates or interns that are looking for these opportunities. Let's educate the graduates and people that would like to really venture into compliance. How did you do it? Did you gain experience first? Were you lucky? Share the experiences with us so that people do not give up. Okay, follow me so that you don't miss out.